My name is Joseph Anderson, CEO and founder of Connex Ecommerce. Today, I'll be demonstrating how to integrate ShipStation and Connex for QuickBooks. During today's demonstration, I'll show you how to pair ShipStation, how to pair QuickBooks, and how to sync sales in both directions, how to add class tracking so you can sync the sales from QuickBooks, and how to sync your first sale to QuickBooks from ShipStation. Let's discuss pairing ShipStation. Your first step is to sign into Connex for QuickBooks. If you use Connex for QuickBooks Desktop, so the QuickBooks Pro Premier Enterprise editions, click the QuickBooks Pro Premier Enterprise on the left. If you use QuickBooks Online, click the button on the right-hand side. If you're a QuickBooks Desktop user, log into QuickBooks on your server or your local machine and sign in as the administrator. If you're a QuickBooks Online user, have your QuickBooks admin login ready. After you've logged into Connex for QuickBooks, click Add a Connection on the top left-hand side of your screen under Selling Channels. Next, you'll choose ShipStation and you'll see a screen asking for an API key and secret. To get your API key and secret, log into ShipStation and click the gearbox, it says Account Settings on the top menu, and click Account API Settings. You'll see an API key and secret that you'll copy paste into Connex. Now that we've paired the selling channel, let's discuss pairing QuickBooks Desktop and the QuickBooks Web Connector. The Web Connector is a middleman between QuickBooks and your selling channel. The Web Connector acts as a translator between the two systems. You could think of your selling channel speaking French and QuickBooks speaking English. Our software translates orders to the QuickBooks language using the Web Connector. You'll first want to log into QuickBooks as the administrator and open the company file. I recommend using single user mode because you may need to adjust a QuickBooks setting. If not, multi-user mode would work. On this page, Connex will ask you to choose a sync direction, and for this demonstration I'll choose the orders from QuickBooks. Next I'll choose the pair QuickBooks and I will receive a pairing file that is light green. I will double click it and in about 10 to 15 seconds a box will appear, and I'll show you that on the next slide. After I've double clicked the file, a box will appear asking if I want to pair the QuickBooks and the selling channel. After I've given QuickBooks permission to pair, it will then ask me about permissions. I want you to choose the last option, Yes Always, allow access even if QuickBooks is not running, and log in as admin. This means that if the file is closed and let's say you're working on a Microsoft Word document, the sync will continue to run automatically. The Web Connector will sign in as your admin user and run the sync. On the final step, the Web Connector will appear. It will show you that the ShipStation has been paired in this example. The password field is not used, so I just want you to enter 123. You can check the box to the left of the selling channel right below the Select All there, and then click Update Selected, and the sync will run. If you're a QuickBooks Online user, the pairing is a little bit different, and I'll talk about those on the next slides. For QuickBooks Online users, Connex runs a sync automatically. There is no Web Connector because we have a direct connection to your QuickBooks, and you can click Schedule Tasks on the left of the menu to see your scheduled task info. The automatic sync works like standing in line at a grocery store. Your scheduled task gets in line after a set interval, and once a cashier is available, your sync is processed. The sync can take upwards of 10 to 15 minutes depending if you're syncing historically. So if you're doing a two-way sync of orders for 2 weeks, it would take longer than if you're syncing the last 24 hours. Next, let's discuss syncing a sale from ShipStation to QuickBooks. In our Setup wizard, choose Orders to QuickBooks. You will then see a install page. In this example, I'll choose Invoices with no payments, and I'll match my customers by first and last name. After you save your settings, click Dashboard on the left. Click Manual Sync underneath ShipStation and enter an order number. Click Sync Now. If you are a QuickBooks desktop user, you'll need to run your web connector. Check the box to the left of Connex and click Update Selected. Here is a sale from ShipStation. And here is the end result from QuickBooks. Next, let's discuss syncing orders to and from ShipStation and QuickBooks. Here is a simple workflow of a two-way sync. You create an invoice in QuickBooks, you sync it to ShipStation through Connex, you ship the sale in ShipStation, and when you run the web connector, our software adds the tracking costs and shipping details to QuickBooks. And then in QuickBooks, you can send that invoice to the customer. We recommend that you add a class called ShipStation to all sales syncing from QuickBooks to ShipStation. This ensures that Connex syncs the desired sales instead of any new order that's created or modified in QuickBooks. In QuickBooks Desktop, go to Edit Preferences Accounting and select Use Class Tracking for Transactions. For QuickBooks Online users, click the gear on the top right, click Account and Settings, and click the Advanced tab. Under Categories, turn on Track Classes. For QuickBooks Desktop users, the class is located on the top of the screen, and it says ShipStation in this example. For QuickBooks Online, it's located on the top right. Once class tracking is set up, select the store to send sales. Under Sync Orders with Class, we recommend ShipStation. You could choose another class or sync orders regardless of class. You can sync invoices, sales orders, or sales receipts. You can choose multiple types at the same time, like invoices and sales orders. Under Transaction Types and Details, choose to sync the ship date, tracking number, shipping method, and shipping cost. If you sync invoices from QuickBooks, choose Invoices as a type to update. I will go into QuickBooks, I will go into the customer record, and there'll be a new transaction option, so I'll choose New Invoice, and you can see that QuickBooks has copied all the information onto the QuickBooks sale, as you can see here. I then added an item to the sale and put on the ShipStation class and a price. Next, let's discuss syncing your first sale from ShipStation to QuickBooks. Your first step is to create the order in QuickBooks Desktop. So I've created the customer record for Joseph example. I have put in a phone, an email, and a valid shipping and billing address. I will go into QuickBooks, I will go into the customer record, and there'll be a new transaction option, so I'll choose New Invoice, and you can see that QuickBooks has copied all the information onto the QuickBooks sale, as you can see here. I then added an item to the sale and put on the ShipStation class and a price. For QuickBooks Online users, I will go to the customers area and I will make a customer and I'll fill in the valid billing and shipping address. After I've created a customer, I'll go into the customer record in QuickBooks and there's a button to create a new transaction. I'll create an invoice and you can see that QuickBooks has copied over the relevant billing and shipping address, and I've added a test item. And here's a result in ShipStation. Once I go into ShipStation and I ship the sale, our software will update the order with the shipping method, shipping costs, and the tracking details. And that will end my demonstration for today. For more information, please visit our Help Center or open a support ticket.